Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so excited we're gonna do this practice. Thank you for showing up for yourself. I really believe that our ability to carve out time in our day to turn inwards and do something for ourselves is one of the best things we can do. So I just want to say that I see you and I appreciate your work. We are going to have a beautiful 75-minute class today around presence, just practicing presence and knowing that our presence is always enough. Okay, so we're going to start our practice today on our mats. If you want to start with your feet facing me, that would be good. So coming to rest in Shavasana on our backs. You can tuck the shoulder blades underneath the back, rest the head softly, close the eyes, and begin to make that most important turn inwards. Feel your body on the mat, its connection points, where you are supported. Feel into any sensations that are there. The body is always our tether to the present moment. So really see what's there to notice. And maybe you can move into some more subtle regions of observation. Practice your presence by bringing attention inward. Notice the current moment and the current place you find your body. Everything is in the present, including your full potential of power. Anchor into the present using your life force known as breath. Deepen the breath, pulling it all the way down into the lower abdomen, filling up the belly, the lungs, underneath the collarbones. Pause, and a controlled exhale, bringing the belly button to spine, exhaling any stagnant air that might be in there. Inhale, start with the belly, fill the belly, then move into the lungs, side body, and underneath the collarbones. We can't breathe in the past and we can't breathe in the present. Your breath is your anchor into the present, into your power. We're going to bring a slight constriction to the back of our throat and introduce some Ujjayi breath. This constriction is almost as if you're like about to whisper, and you'll know you've hit it once the breath becomes audible. We're looking for that ocean-like sound on the inhale and the exhale. Lips are lightly closed, and breath is being received and released through the nostrils. So keeping those nice, long, full inhales where we can hear it being received. Pause slight constriction of the throat where we can hear the exhales through the nostrils. Eckhart Tolle, who famously unlocks the power of now, teaches that the narrow gate that leads to life is called the now. Lessons from the past become relevant, are applied now. Any planning, including working towards goals, are acted upon now. The most profound joy and profound transformation is here for you now. Be here now. Somewhere in there, you'll probably find your reason for coming to the mat today. You're welcome to set an intention of your own. The invitation is to experience the power of your presence. The invitation is the intention to be here now. Your presence is always enough. So we're still with the INJOY breath, the victorious breath. Audible inhales, audible exhales. We're going to blink our eyes open, bring our soles of the feet to the ground, and bring your shins to be parallel with the ground so the legs are at 90 degrees. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Connect the lower back into the mat. So belly button's going to pull to the spine. And then we're going to begin to push our hands into our thighs and our thighs into our hands. You'll feel the core engage. Keep the back of the lower back into the mat. And you can play with how the intensity you would like to experience here. So the harder you push with the hands and the thighs, the more it's going to turn on the core. Just warming it up here. Take a few more breaths, keeping the back of the back engaged towards the mat. And then exhale, release the soles of the feet towards the mat. Let the legs go long. And then bend your right knee and pull it into your chest. You can grab behind the back of the thigh, or you can interlace your hands on the shin, wherever you are. Inhales will bring you nice and long in the length of your spine and the length of your leg. And then exhales, pull the right leg in towards the chest. The knee can kind of start to drift towards the armpit. And just getting a nice compression in the front of the thigh. Continue with your deep breaths into the belly. Feel the belly rise into the thigh. This is known as wind relieving pose. So if you need to relieve some wind, do so. Better out than in. Let the right leg go long. Bend the left knee and pull that into your chest. Find your grasp either behind the thigh or on top of the shin. Inhales, reach that lowered leg long neck, and then exhale, draw the leg in towards your abdomen. Nice deep belly breath so you can feel the compression of the leg into the belly, and then exhale, draw the knee in towards the armpit. Keep the right leg engaged, pulling away from you, and the left bent knee drawing in towards you. Good. Inhale, let that leg go long. Bring both knees to a bend, 90 degrees, same as where we started. We're going to do that one again. So engage the lower back towards the mat, pull the belly button towards spine. Hands are on thighs. Hands begin to push into thighs, and thighs resist pushing back into the hands. Keep the engagement with the lower back into the mat, and keep the resistance between the hands and the thighs. Relax the space between the eyebrows. And on your next inhale, draw both knees in towards your chest, either grasping hands behind the thighs or on top of the shins. Give yourself a hug. Welcome to the mat. Welcome to your practice. You can take some rocks from side to side, just gently massaging out the lower back there. Squeezing the legs in, and then find some stillness. Legs are still drawn in. We're going to find a C curve in our back and begin to rock up and down our spine. So moving the momentum into the tailbone, back onto the shoulders, massaging out some of the muscles along the spine, nice and gentle. And then on one of these rocks, you're gonna come all the way up to meet me in a seat. And we should be facing each other now. Awesome. So find a nice, comfortable cross-legged position. Inhale, hands go high. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Twist. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Twist to the left. Inhale, hands go up. Right hand comes beside you. Exhale, lift the left hand, gaze under the armpit, sits bones grounded. Inhale, up. Exhale, left hand comes beside you, plant it. Right hand reaches up, sits bones grounded, arc to the left. Inhale, up. We're twisting again. Left hand comes to right knee. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms go high, relax the shoulders. Exhale, right hand comes to left knee, twist to the left. Inhale, up. Right hand lands beside you on the floor. Exhale, left side stretch. Inhale, arms go high, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, left hand meets the ground beside you, right sweeches overhead, right side stretch. Okay, one more time. Inhale, up you come. Exhale, left hand, right knee, twist left. Inhale, sit tall, arms high. Exhale, right hand, left knee, twist left. Inhale, up you come, nice and bright. Exhale, right hand touches the ground, left reaches over, sit bones grounded. Inhale, up you come. Exhale, left hand touches down, right reaches up. Good. Inhale, up you come. And then we're going to hold in those positions. So exhale, left hand comes to right knee, right hand right behind the sacrum. Sit nice and tall on an inhale. And on an exhale, draw your belly button to spine and begin to open your chest towards the right side of your mat. If it's comfortable for the neck, gaze can go over the right shoulder. Inhale, sit you tall as if you're up against a wall. Core is still on. Exhales, open you a little more. Check the breath. Bring it back to audible. Should it have gone silent? Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, right hand, left knee, left plants behind the body. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, sit tall, nice long spine all the way through the neck. Exhale, belly button to spine, core engaged. Use the core to open towards the left. Inhale, sit you a little taller. Exhales, open you a little more. Inhale, come back to center, lift your arms, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, bring your right hand beside you, lift your left arm over. So try not to let the left shoulder dump in front of you. We want to keep that open and bright. Gaze goes underneath the left arm, reach through the left fingers, keep the left hip grounded. And breathe. Audible breaths. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand comes beside you. Right hand reaches over. Relax the right shoulder down away from the ears. We want a nice free neck. And arc over towards the left. Beautiful side body stretch. Gaze is under the right armpit. Slight smile on the face. One more full breath. Good. Inhale, up you come. Both arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Reach forward with your hands. Shift your weight. Find tabletop. So nice firm foundation. Shoulders are over wrists. Hips are over knees. Core is in towards the spine, which helps us gain length in the spine, in the neck, in the back of the head. And then we're gonna inhale, drop the belly, C curve in the spine. Shoulder blades come onto the back, heart moves forward, gaze rises, cow belly. Exhale, roll through the pelvis all the way up the spine. Beautiful opposite side C curve. Chin to chest, gaze to belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis towards the sky, ripple through the spine, heart pulls forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round from the tailbone all the way to the top of the head, chin to chest, gaze to belly button. Inhale, drop the belly. Use the shoulder blades onto the body to open the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push into the mat, bring space in between the shoulder blade and every single vertebrae. Inhale, drop the belly. Look forward. Exhale, cat. Big rounded spine. Good. Find a neutral spine. We're going to inhale, lift the left leg behind us. Reach the, I said left, right leg behind us. And then lift the left arm. So stretch nice and tall. Bring the belly button into spine to engage the center. We don't want any drooping in the lower belly. And then on an exhale, round the spine, make space for the elbow and knee to touch under body. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, elbow to knee under the body. Push into the mat. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, nice and long. Bend the right knee and reach around with the left and grab a hold of that leg. Kick into the hand, so the strength is coming from the leg to open the chest towards the left. Kick into the hand, push into the mat, bright heart. Take a full cycle here. Inhale, release the grip, extend long. Exhale, plant it down. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg goes long. Right arm extends out. Nice and long, super stable. Exhale, round through the spine, make space for the knee to touch elbow underneath. Inhale, find length, belly button to spine. Exhale, round through the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend, knee to elbow. 2 more. Inhale, nice and long, no rush. Exhale, round through the spine, push into the mat, elbow touches knee. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, bend the left knee, reach around with the right hand, grab the left ankle, and kick into the hand to open the chest towards the right. Breathe. Push into the mat, kick into the hand, open the heart, find your audible breath. Good. Extend, go nice and long. Exhale, plant it down. Beautiful. We'll take 1 cycle of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale, lift the right leg long behind you. Exhale, pull it through, plant the foot in between the hands. Scissor the hips. Inhale, up you come. 1 breath, exhale, left hand goes forward, right goes back, open to the right. Good. Inhale, lift the arms, drop the shoulders. Exhale, hands come through heart. Plant the hands, tabletop. Inhale, left leg goes long. Exhale, curl the spine to bring space for the knee to step the left foot in between the hands. Scissor the hips. Inhale, lift the arms. 1 breath, exhale, right hand goes forward, left goes back, open towards the left. Inhale, lift the arms, relax the shoulders. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Plant the hands, tabletop. Beautiful. 1 cycle cat-cow. Audible breath. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So this might be your first downward facing dog of the day, of the week. Maybe it's not. Take some time again to turn into the sensations. Pedal it out. Bending into one knee, into the other. Wherever you are, engage the finger pads, the tips of each finger, into the mat. So they are pushing into the mat so much so that you'll find the palm actually lifts a little bit. This will help with any soreness of wrists. Okay, come to find some stillness and take little baby steps towards the top of the mat to meet your feet in between your hands. Feet arrive hip width distance apart. You can check that by 2 little fists. And then relax into your forward fold. So you can take a bend into the knee enough so that the torso rests on the thighs. This might help if you're experiencing any back stuff. Otherwise, you can straighten into the legs, can bend one knee and then the other. Wherever you are, to the best of your ability, relax the head. You can let it dangle like a pendulum. Feel the release in the spine. Shift a little more weight into the toes, less into the heels. Encourage the pelvis towards the sky. Encourage the head to relax. Good. Find some stillness. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Push your shins into your hands to find that length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, audible breath, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice and slow. Take a slight bend into the knees. Inhale with wide arms. Come on up. Arms reach up, 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 shoulders stay down. Gaze goes towards arms. Exhale, hands come to heart. Beautiful. So feel the foundation in your feet, the four corners, each side of the ball of the foot, each side of the heel. You can shift forward, shift backwards, play with a little bit of weight distribution. Find that middle point. Settle there where each 4 points of the foot have equal work, weight. Lift the toes. Bring the big toe to the mat and the little toe. See if you can keep the middle three lifted. This is an extension of those 4 points of contact that will help you with balance. You just play with it. Inhale, lift all toes, and then try and place one by one, starting with the pinky, each toe towards the mat. Beautiful. Okay, let's move through some variations of sun salutations. Any one of these is yours to take throughout the practice. Inhale, lift your hands, gaze follows. Exhale, fold from the hips, heart leads, forward fold. Inhale, hands come to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, 1, 2, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, strong core. Exhale, drop the knees, bum stays lifted, chin and chest lower, elbows graze side body. Beautiful. Inhale, snake through, come onto the tops of your feet, push into the tops of the feet, push into the pelvis so the knees come off the mat, engage the back body to lift the heart. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up into cobra again. That's where we just were. Squeeze the shoulder blades, push into the tops of the feet. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push into the top of the feet. Lift through the back body, little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, come down. Beautiful. Move through tabletop. And then downward facing dog. Take one big step forward with the right in between the hands and mindfully bring the left foot forward to step it beside the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up you come. Arms lift, gaze follows. Exhale, hands through heart center. Close the eyes if you can, otherwise rest the gaze. Receive one full audible breath in and out the nostrils. Good. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze, stand tall, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips come to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, opposite foot first. 1, 2, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, take the knees. We're going to lower the torso halfway, shoulders graze the side body, and then come to stand on the tops of the feet and the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open the heart, engage the glutes, no sagging. Exhale, pull from the hips, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Take one full cycle here. If you can remember, step forward with the opposite foot you did last time, and then bring the other foot to stand beside. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise it up. Wide arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Close the eyes. One full audible breath through the nostrils. Good. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms. Gaze follows, shoulders relax. Exhale, bend from the hips, heart leads, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and long. Exhale, with that length, fold. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Final variation, knees stay lifted, body lowers 90 degrees. Flat with the earth. Inhale, come onto the tops of the feet. Push into the hands, we're upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take the toes together, knees wide. Pull your hips towards your heels, find a child's pose. Rest the head. Use your audible breath for active recovery. Feel the energy you've created, the gift you're giving yourself. Just gonna close the window. Stay here in child's pose. Keeping your audible breath. Move your hands over to the right. Hips stay where they are. Left body stretch. Keep the heart low. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands go to left. Keep the right sits bone pulling back towards the right heel. Heart goes low. Inhale, come back to center. Rest the head. Past is a memory. Future is an imagination. These memories and imaginations can have a toll on us if they're consistently pulling us out of the now. Is there anywhere you have been unnecessarily taxing your existence? Awesome. Pull up into a tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the right knee. Fire hydrant pose. Keep the armpits equal distance from the mat, so you might have to drop the right armpit down. Inhale, straighten the leg, level out the hips, and exhale, pull the right leg forward, step the hand in between the hips. We're going warrior two. Back heel rotates down, so the outside edge of the left foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Front knee is over ankle. We're going to inhale, windmill our arms up. Beautiful. So check that the knee is over the ankle. We can see the right toes from the inside of the right knee. Bring weight into the outside edge of the left foot. So there is equal weight distribution. Neutral hips, left is not higher. From there you can grow long in the spine, relax the shoulders down, and gaze goes over the right. Check in with the mind. Notice any techniques it uses to pull you out of the present. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward with the right hand. Reach, 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 reach. Left hip has popped up, right has dropped under. And then drop the right hand, lift the left, and open to the left. Triangle pose. So we don't want to be slouching or dropping through our torso. There's a good little space in between our side body and the front of our right thigh. Keep that space. Pull your pelvis, tuck it in as if you're pulling your pubis bone towards your belly button. That can bring a lot of engagement into this posture. And remember, your breath is your anchor to the present. So check in with that breath. Recalibrate it to the place we had at the beginning of our practice. Big, full, into the abdomen, audible, wave-like sounds. Good. Inhale, bend the front knee, come back up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg again and rotate the right toes towards the long edge of the mat. Bring your toes in a little bit more than the heels so they're on a bit of an angle. Hands come to hips. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend from the hips. Heart leads wide-legged forward fold. So shift a little more weight into the toes, into the balls of the feet, a little less into the heels. Open the pelvis towards the sky. It's a juicy, juicy stretch. Heart lowers, top of the head lowers. Super dynamic, super enjoyable. See what is here for you to receive. What is being offered to you in this moment. Bring your hands in front of your face on the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. And inhale, flat back, rise up. Beautiful. Bring the right toes, pivot them out. Come onto the balls of the left foot. Plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Exhale the breath. Inhale into plank, and we're flowing. Knees lifted or can come down. Lower, halfway, or all the way. Inhale, squeeze the back body, open the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Right away, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the left knee, stack the hips. Fire hydrant pose. It's exactly like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. So you've got a super open pelvis here. Fingertips are engaged towards the mat. Drop the left armpit, lift the right. The twist is in the pelvis, not the chest. Inhale, straighten the left leg, square off the hips, and exhale, bend that right knee, pull it forward under the chest, left. Plant that in between the hands, and warrior two. You with me, guys? I just broke a sweat. Inhale, up you come. Warrior two, other side. So you know what to look for. Knee over ankle. Hips are rotating out so much so that we can see the big left toe from the inside of the left knee. Weight is being shifted into the outside edge of the right foot. Hips are neutral. Spine is long. Shoulders are relaxed. And gaze is over the left. Check in with the mind. Note future thoughts as a form of escapism. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward with the left as the right hip pops on top of the left. Drop the left arm, lift the right. Open towards the left. Nice long spine, nice straight angles here. Pubis bone pulls in towards the belly button. And find that breath. Outside of breath, body is our anchor. What are we feeling? Be with those sensations. And yet remember our capacity to stay present, that nothing is ever permanent. So breath by breath, sensation by sensation, we build our capacity to be present. It's going to change. We won't be here forever, but we're here now. Inhale, bend that left knee. Come on up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Rotate those toes towards the long edge of the mat. We're going to go forward fold on the other side, but let's take a bind with our hands at our back. Puff up the shoulders, the chest, pull the shoulders down, and then exhale, bend forward. Once you're down, you can begin to extend the arms towards the sky. Again, remember you have more weight in the front of your feet, less in the heels. The pelvis is opening towards the sky. The pelvis and the arms are pulling towards the sky. The toes and the heart are anchoring towards the earth, as well as the crown of the head. Pick the shoulders up away from the ears if they've come towards them. Can you hear your breath? Good. Inhale, release the hands. Bring them to your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, super long, flat spine. Take an exhale here. Good job, you guys. Inhale, flat back, rise up. Turn the toes of the left towards the front of the mat. Roll onto the balls of the left foot. Plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. You can stay in downward facing dog or flow with me. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, knees down or up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, your back bend, heart opener. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, pull the right leg forward, step it through between the hands. We're low lunge, so feet are on train tracks. Inhale, up you come. Scissor the hips, right hip pulls back. And from the hips, grow tall, relax the shoulders. Bright on that back foot. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Receive an inhale and release an exhale. Inhale, right leg extends behind us. Exhale, pull it through. Step between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, up you come. Scissor the hips. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take the knees, come back into a tabletop. Inhale, lift the right hand high. Exhale, thread the right hand under the left. Thread the needle, bring the outside of the right shoulder to the ground. Right ear to the ground. You can stay here. You can begin to reach your right hand forward towards me. Or you can lift the right arm towards the sky. This is the left arm, the left arm. Bend the elbow and reach for the crease in the thigh. Breathe wherever you are. See if you can feel the orientation of your hips and bring them into more of a square. Relax into the shape. Open towards the left. Breath and body as our anchor. Wherever you are, bring that left hand to plant beside the face. Slowly on an inhale, reach up with your right hand, twist back open, and plant the hand. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the left arm, nice and high, open chest. Exhale, thread that left hand under the right, bringing the outside of the left shoulder and left ear towards the mat. Stay here, or reach the right hand forward, or lift the right arm, bend the elbow, and reach for the crease of the thigh. Again, feel for the orientation of the hips. See if you can square them off. See how micro movements in the hip change this shape for you. Wherever you are, bring your right hand beside your face. Plant that. Slowly on an inhale, bring the left back up to the sky, counter twist. Beautiful. Plant the hands. And we're in tabletop. So we're going to move our hands a little bit wider than shoulder, just a little bit. And then we're going to begin to walk them forward. And then drop the chest, puppy pose. So hips stay over knees. We're in a back bend. And then exhale, lower your heart to the mat. Open through the chest, through the armpits. You can breathe into the sensation in the back to help ease it. Being present can also be allowing yourself to experience a mystery. We don't need to know what's coming to be okay. Keep breathing. It's a beautiful opener. Good. Slowly begin to lift the chest. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, stack the right hip on top of the left, bend the right knee. Fire hydrant pose again. I just love this pose. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I could stay in this pose for a long time. But don't worry, I won't make you do that. Inhale, straighten that leg, square off the hips, and we're moving pigeon. So exhale, draw the right knee towards the back of the right wrist and bring the shin out. I like to walk my left hip back, and then we're gonna stand, or we're gonna grow nice and tall. So I like to suction cup my hands, stand onto the fingertips, release the shoulders from the ears, maybe even stretch out the neck a little bit. But we're gaining space in the back, in the torso, in the chest. Before we come with me, exhale. Fold forward. Beautiful. So breathe. Now's a great time to reconnect again with that victorious breath of mastery. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. This breath helps us with concentration, eliminates distractions. In this case, distractions can be seen as the past and the future, and rest your concentration where you are here and now. Good. Stay with your breath, keeping it audible. The concentration on the breath can help ease the sensations of this posture. You can play with the breath to see how you can transform sensations in the body, but play with your power. We're going to stay here for 1 more minute. You can count your inhales to 5, count your exhales to 5, and then there'll be full 6 cycles of breath if you do it that way. Concentrate, stay with me. Beautiful work. Let's plant the hands how they would be in a tabletop. Tuck the toes of the left foot, lift the hips, and find a downward facing dog. So play around with it a little bit here. It's quite sensational. You can use that sensation as your anchor. You are here now, experiencing what is being offered to you. Okay, find some stillness. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, stack the left hip on the right, bend the knee. Fire hydrant pose. Drop the right armpit, drop the left armpit, lift the right. And see if you can lift your left knee higher to the sky while rooting your right heel. Good. Inhale, straighten the left leg, square off the hips, and exhale, roll forward. We're going pigeon other side. Bring the left knee towards the back of the right wrist and set up your foundation. So we're going to sit nice and tall. Again, relax the shoulders down the back. Maybe move into the head a little bit. Stretching out the neck. Feels so good. Once we're feeling nice and tall, nice and long in the upper body, we're going to exhale, fold forward over our bent left knee. And here we go again, you guys. Presence. That's all that's asked of you. Use your breath. Try to enjoy the sensations. If it's feeling enjoyable. Enjoyable? I'm not sure if that's a word. Enjoyable. Anyway, move back into Ujjayi breath. One of the two. You're either focused in your body, or you're focused in your breath, or you're focused on both, playing with the alchemy that your breath offers to transform the perceptions in the mind of the way we feel. But whatever you do, keep pulling your attention, your focus to here and now, the place of your full potential, the place of your full power. Okay, we're going for one more minute. So again, if you want to inhale for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5, we'll be here for 6 breaths in that case. Audible breath, present mind, intention, whether that was one you set on your own or you're with me with here and now, revisiting the intention. Building capacity, breath by breath, to be in this moment. Okay, guys, we're gonna rise up, plant our hands in like a downward dog type of position, tuck the toes of the right, use the core to lift the hips, downward facing dog. Ooh, feel that. Good job. We hold so much in our hips, so those longer holds are of value beyond our knowing. So really good job. Awesome. Let's take our knees to the ground, sweep our feet off to one side, sit our bum back, and extend our legs in front of us. So flex the feet, meaning the toes are pulling towards us. I'm going to just shift some of the flesh from under my bum to really feel the connection of my sit bones on the ground. The heels are pushing away towards us, or away from us. Toes are drawing towards us. Inhale, sit super tall. And exhale, fold. Heart leads over your legs. Heels are drawing away from us. Hip bones are shooting backwards. And the toes and the head are pulling towards one another. So seated forward fold. Inhales, you can grow a little long in the spine, a little longer, find some length. Exhale, you can fold a little deeper. You can find some organic movement with the breath this way. Inhales, finding a little more length. Exhales, finding a little more depth. Let's do a couple more like that. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, finding depth. One more. Inhale, find the length. Relax the shoulders on the back. Exhale, heart draws towards the knees. And then relax into this position, keeping the flex in the foot. So the feet are not asleep, they are on. Heels are drawing away from us. Hips are shooting back. And we are relaxed in this pose. Next inhale, we're slowly going to sit up and bring our soles of our feet together. Butterfly pose. So you can flutter the knees, can play around with this. Some practitioners like to have their heels like right close to the pelvis. I've noticed some prefer more of a diamond shape. It does change the stretch quite a bit. See what's there. Keep the flutter, 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 flutter. So we're just bringing a little bit of heat into a space that we've already warmed up, our hips. And then that way it makes us a little bit easier to move into a passive fold. So now really you can release the movement and pull the heart towards the floor. If you've got your hips closer to your heels, you can use your elbows on the inside of your thighs to push them towards the ground, not pushing angrily, but pushing sweetly as we reach the heart forward and down. That's a juicy stretch. I love that. If you're in more of a diamond shape, you can reach the forearms under the lower shins, cup the feet with the hands, and then pull your head towards your feet. Might seem unfathomable, but it's there. In whatever way that looks like for you is absolutely perfect. And presence is about trusting where we're at and that is right for you. It is. It doesn't need to look any different for you to be exactly where you need to be. Remember that lessons from the past become relevant now, and any planning or actions towards goals are taken now. Check in with the breath. Beautiful, you guys. On an inhale, come on up. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground. With your right hand, reach under the right shin, grab the front of the left. With the left hand, reach under the left shin, grab the front of the right. And then reach back with the heart. So back stretch, head is down, relaxed. And breathe into that beautiful back stretch. Nice C curve in the spine, relaxed shoulders, relaxed head. Beautiful. Undo the hands and slowly lower yourself down to meet your mat. And bring your feet a little closer to your bum. Push into the mat with your feet, lift the hips, shift the hips towards the left, drop the knees towards the right. Try and keep the knees stacked. So left hip is on top of the right, and then open the arms wide and gaze over the left. Recline twist. And remember that when we practice presence, we allow ourselves to have an experience. So as relaxed as this might look, we're still having a lived experience by practicing presence. Nice, deep, deep belly breaths here. Fill up the lower abdomen, kind of wringing out the digestive system. Such a favor for it. Keep the left shoulder blade drawing towards the mat, if not fully anchored on the mat. And keep pulling that breath super deep, as low as you can, filling the belly, the diaphragm, expanding, and then drawing the belly button in towards spine, releasing all excess stagnant air. And do it again. Good. Inhale, using your core, lift your knees and neutralize your spine. So make a nice long line. Push the soles of your feet into the ground to lift the hips. Shift the hips to the right, keeping the knees stacked. Drop your bent knees towards the left. Root the right shoulder blade towards the ground. And if it's comfortable, gaze towards the right. Reclined spinal twist. Find those deep belly breaths we had a lived experience of on the opposite side. Relax parts that may have tensed up in the body. Really, our job here is just to relax. So practice relaxing. Let gravity do its job in helping you relax and release. Last full breath. Big, big. Using your core on an inhale, lift the knees. Find a neutral spine. Extend your legs. You could keep your arms out wide. Tuck the shoulder blades onto the back. Reset the head by lifting it up and lifting it back down and setting it back down. And relax all your weight into the mat. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Feel some of the immediate results of your practice and know that they are just the beginning of many results to come, so long as you keep practicing your presence. Relax the toes. Relax the ankles. the back of the knees, the thighs. Relax the hips. Relax the stomach. Relax the spine. Relax the chest. Relax the fingers and the wrists. Relax the inside of your elbows. Relax the neck, the jaw, the ears, the teeth, the eyes, the temples, back of the head, and the brain. Feel your fully relaxed state. If we take eternity to mean not the infinite temporal duration, but timelessness, then eternal life belongs to those who live in the present. Wittgenstein Ludwig. Begin to deepen the breath. Bring movement into the fingers and the toes, reawakening every moment into the present through body and breath. Take a big stretch, morning style, arms reach overhead, and then roll onto one side, knees into your chest, fetal pose, your rebirth. As always, what you pick up and what you leave behind after a practice is totally your choice. Come to meet me in a seat in your time. Thank you so much for practicing today. May you continue to be here now, wherever you find yourself in any moment. May you trust that you are in the right place at the right time. And may you continue to experience the potency of your power through practicing presence. Namaste.